Good evening, everyone. How is everyone? It's very nice to be live again. This is something that we're going to try to do weekly again because we have this project that you've been seeing in the background for 5 minutes while I was setting up the stream. And yes, this is very exciting because this is a coaster that you might remember from Planet Coaster, from my days in Planet Coaster 1. Maybe some of you guys weren't on console and haven't seen Velocity, my 1,500 foot long coaster, Mack Launch coaster that I did. I think it was in July of last year. So yeah, really exciting stuff. This project has been dormant for about 2 months now while I was finishing Camtasso Park. Camtasso Park is almost done, by the way. I'm really excited. I'm doing really great progress, and I think, don't quote me on that, but I think there might be a possibility that the next episode might come out not this Sunday, but next Sunday on the 8th of June. So we'll see about that. And let me say hi to everyone. Hi, Elephant Puppet. Hi, Keegan. Yes, this is not the Oblivion soundtrack, but it does sound like it. And I really like that we have a variety of electronic music in the game, in fact. So this is the soundtrack that I want to use for Velocity here. So it's really exciting that I'm able to finally use that. Hey, Chris. Hey, Noah. Elephant Puppet, hi. Yes, how is everyone today? Tell me that while I'm reading everyone. Hey, Jovencito. Hey, Hendrik. Hey, Ray. Hey, Briss. Hey, Shane. Hey, Viridian. Hey, 10 Pilots. Nice. Well, to be fair, the interesting part of the Frontier Unlocked was done a long time ago. It was done about 30 minutes ago when they finished the Planet Coaster 2 part. And what an unlocked. We're going to talk about that while we start building in a little bit. I just want everyone to, come in, have their, I don't know, popcorn or whatever you're eating during these streams ready, launch their games if you're just listening to the stream in the background, because that's kind of what those streams are for, really. It's just to have a conversation in the background while I do some work on my projects, but also maybe you're studying, maybe you're building a coaster in Planet Coaster, building a park, I don't know. What are you all up to? Hey, real life coasters. This is crazy, real life coasters, because I used to remember your name, but now I can't remember for the life of me what your name used to be before you were called real life coasters, because I do remember that you're a long time follower of the channel, but I can't for the life of me remember the name you used to have before. So do let me know. Hey, .net. Hey, Jano. Hey, McFrosty. Hey, Rippy. Nice seeing you, Rippy. Rippy is a member has been a member for 1 month. This is so nice. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. How am I doing? I'm a bit tired. It was a bit of a tiring day, to be honest. I had a lot of things to do, but I'm really glad that I'm able to stream and relax with you guys on this evening. It's gonna be really nice to just stop working on Camtasso Park for a little while and work on Velocity with you guys. It's not really relaxing, this ride, is it? Yes, Randflam, that was that was your name. Goodness me. For the life of me, I couldn't remember. I knew it started with an R, and it was something that sounded sort of Dutch, but not really. I don't even know if you're Dutch. I think you're Dutch, right? I'm trying to remember everyone, but everything starts to blend together, and it's getting harder as I grow older, because now I'm 80 years old. But yeah, a little bit of voice acting. Yeah, that wasn't cringe at all. Hey, Furious. Hey, Lyric. Hey, Coaster Freak. Let's get into the questions. Actually, I can see some questions. Both of you to assume I have popcorn. I know, but whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to drink, whatever you want to do, maybe not whatever you want to do. Stay decent, okay? But yeah, welcome to the stream. Anyway, let's get out of this view. I saw a question somewhere. Yeah, what do you think? Coaster Freak asks, what do you think of the new features announced and them adding Pirate and Fairy Tale in the new update? I think it's genuinely brilliant. Like, I was just talking about that on my Discord for the 30 minutes before the stream started. And yeah, to me, this screams confirmation that either there's going to be a DLC in July, or, and I think this would be the smarter move for them, or they will like release one DLC, well, Planco DLC, I mean, theme per new update, you know, and keep on doing the monthly updates until the end of the year in December, when they can add the Christmas stuff, and in October or perhaps in November they can add the spooky stuff as well. I think this is the most likely scenario. This is what I would like to see the most at the very least. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a DLC as well, to be fair. Like any type of content, really. I would be. To be honest, I'm struggling to keep up with the updates. This is like really, really hard to keep up because, you know, there's so much new content coming out every single month that it's just really hard to keep up and have your parks up to date. For example, the gift shops would have been amazing for Camtasso Park, but Camtasso Park, by the time the gift shops will be out, will be long done. You know what I mean? And probably will be starting the new series sometime mid-June. So yeah, it's a little weird. I like the pace of it, and I really like that they're on this redemption arc that, in my opinion, they're going to continue until the end of 2025. And once they're going to finish having the game in the state that they wanted it to be in the first place, because in my opinion they were definitely rushed by investors or whatever. I don't know. You know, it's just a theory. But yeah, in my opinion, they just want to win back the community, which they definitely are doing at the moment. I mean, I wasn't lost. I wasn't someone who didn't like the game. I loved the game from day one, even if the game had its problems. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing what they've been doing. Why did I take this accent? So I'm just gonna reload the save because this one has the ride theming, quote unquote. Let's see. Oh my God! The chat's going wild. I need to catch up. Hey Aerotech, nice to see you. Welcome back to the stream, man. We're getting both Pirate and Fairy Tale theme in June. Yes, it's gonna be amazing. And maybe Fairy Tale is gonna be of use in what I want to do in the next park. Pirate is definitely not going to be of use, no. But regardless, it's very nice. The one thing I would love to have, actually, and that makes sense with the summer holidays. What if the two first DLCs, Planet Coaster 1 DLCs, I mean, that they add, would be, damn it, the World's Fair DLC and the Adventure DLC, because then, I don't remember, I think it's Rich, yeah, I think it's Rich who does the lame jokes every time, but I love those. There's a good opportunity for him to say that, oh yeah, I went on a world tour this summer or this July or whatever, and same thing with the adventure. I went on an adventure and everything, and yeah, I don't know. It's something that could happen. I'm totally unsure, but I feel like this is a possibility. Hey, Lightning. Have fun on your trip, Lightning. From what I've heard, there's a chance that June might be the last major free update. It can't be the last, can it? I doubt it would be the last, in my opinion. I'd like something like the studio's DLC. Yeah, for sure. In my opinion, it would be odd for them not to release the old games DLCs. There's a chance we get no more free updates? I think not, honestly. I feel like there's still so much more that they can do with the updates, and if not like right away after, like, to me, they've made it very clear that this was spring, the spring roadmap. And in my opinion, I feel like a summer roadmap is, and a autumn roadmap, or fall, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, would be definitely in the cards. Mm. I'm really excited about the curbs, and also the mostly the invisible paths, actually, real life coasters. Haley Tomo, welcome to the stream. Hey Disblows, nice seeing you here. Yan, can we get another pun? I don't think I have it in me. There was no hint though in this unlocked. No, but you don't need the hint. You don't really need the hint. I just really don't want to pay full price for the Planko 1 DLCs again. Yeah, that would be odd, wouldn't it? Although that's another possibility, for them to bundle them together and sell them together as one big bundle, essentially. That would be a possibility. I wouldn't like that, but hey, it's content. Just give me a Madhouse ride and I'll be happy. For sure, we need that Madhouse. Like, we needed it yesterday. October will... Actually, October or November could be spooky. I don't know. Not really sure. I feel like Vintage could be September. Studios could be October. Or Spooky could be October. And November could be Studios or Spooky. I think you're right. October would be Spooky and they would release it on the 31st. Or something like that. Yeah, just speculating. Just speculating. The Mega Pack, exactly. I discovered you because of this coaster. Well, great segue. Thank you for the segue, Jovencito, because as this blows says, in fact, this stream blows, because I haven't done any custom supporting yet. How rude of me. But it's a stream after an unlocked. We have to talk about this stuff before we get to work. Anyway, yes, so let's get to work. And something that's really nice with this game as well is, compared to the original game where I used... so, fun fact, in fact, if you didn't know the coaster before I started remaking it, there's like little to no chance that this might happen, sorry. But basically what I did on the original was use some triangle basic shapes to do the track connectors, you know what I mean? And what we're going to do now, because we have those now in the game, we have some actual... Where are they? There they are. Some actual Mack connectors. And this is like absolutely awesome. Oh, yes, also, In fact, just because I see Aerotech asking about the terrain and everything, look at that! I've moved the coaster over to the beach map, which is gonna be much better as a background than the temperate map. It's not called temperate anymore, is it? It's it might be actually. Hold on, it might be in the filters. Nature region. Temperate. It is temperate. Okay, my bad. So what was your question? Do you pre-plan and build terrain and buildings before you custom support? Um, Terrain, yes. Terrain, absolutely. Do I pre-plan the terrain though? Not quite. It's still subject to change. It's mostly the footers that can change. The things that I can do with custom supporting is do the beams and the connectors and everything, but then I can just move the footers if I need, you know. I just need a rough idea of where the terrain is gonna be, just so I have an idea of the shape of the support, you know. This, for example, this element, you will not have the exact same um, length of or height of support if you do it on a lower or higher elevation, because usually, for example, for a so this is a non-inverting Immelman. Immelman? Yes, Immelman. But or sidewire. Sorry, sidewinder. This is really hard to for me to say as a Frenchman. But yeah. So the idea is, if I had this low, the terrain this low under this inversion, the length of the support or even the shape of the support would be very different. Anyway, oh goodness, I just remembered how hard it was to custom support this this ride. Anyway, do I have like a color selected? Yes, dark gray. There we go. So it's always really nice to have a rough idea, essentially. But then, it's a creative game. You can always just fix it in post. uh, du- 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 du. What's that in the Discord? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna put it in do not disturb and let's go. Yes, I'm really excited for this. I guess last free update, as people are saying. I'm not sure it's gonna be the last free update. Like I don't see them um, doing that. It's actually quite strange. Hold on. Am I Mario? I can be. For 20 euros, I can be Mario. No, this is extortion. I cannot do that. Hold on. I'm just trying to find some pictures of velocity again, just so I can check the not the footers, the connectors. So this is June 2024, July. Do, 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 do. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so they were gray indeed. Okay, cool. Only 20 euros, that's a bargain. Hey, it's your money, not mine. Uh, Hold up, yen. Important. Those new water right. What water right textures am I right? I'm not sure actually. I'm waiting to see them on River Muse to emit any sort of judgments on the water rides. But yeah, no, this definitely looks like an improvement. I'm just waiting for the update to release tomorrow to actually emit a judgment on whether I like them or not. They do look good, but I'm not quite like it was only on a water coaster, and I feel like on water rides it's gonna have a different. I already remember they did some tweaking to how and this is really hard. I didn't remember how hard it was, but it's even harder while streaming. What was I saying? Yes, I did remember that they did some changes to the water because not only the water texture but also the water effects on my flume because I was almost scared that the what's it called the oh damn it the queue line on the side of the splash zone, which is not a splash zone, to be clear. I was afraid it would become a splash zone, and in the end, it didn't. But the splash was definitely going further than before. I mean, it's the last big free update. I'm sure there will be some small free updates still. I feel like there's gonna be like way bigger uh, updates, free updates that are to come. I can't believe that they're just gonna stop. You know what I mean? There's still so much to do that they can do, not to do. You know. Another way, another way to get my PC quicker. Yeah, for sure. Imagine if like everyone donated 20 euros right now in the chat. There's 22 viewers, and everyone wants to hear me do Mario, and so I do Mario 20 times, and there you go. It's 22 times. Sorry, and I'll get like 440 euros. It's gonna be so. What's the axis thing in your advance move? What, this thing? That's depending on. So hold on. Did I? Yeah, I did place it. So that's relative is essentially the way it's angled right now compared to its base. World is compared to the XYZ axis that the map has essentially. That's the active axis? I'm not sure what you mean. What's an active axis? I'm not sure what you mean. Anyway, let's get to work because we have a lot to do. If we all donate some money. Yeah, and we'll be Mario. Aerotech. What? It's weird. Why did it show up your with your member for 4 months card with that specific message? 2 up. Oh, active access. That's because in the console version you switch with the bumpers like this, so it shows you what axis you have. Compared to the PC version where you have all those axes that you can grab and drag in whichever direction. That's why we have active axis on console essentially. Sorry, I was blind. For 80 euro yen we'll do Sonic. Just don't I remember the last stream was crazy with the not the donations, the gifted subs. So, maybe let's not be as crazy. I mean, I don't mind. It's your money. But last stream, we got, I believe it was 47 new members, and that was crazy. And I think I ended up getting 91 euros in one night for the PC, which was absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's real crazy. 90 euros in one stream is my record. 1/4 of the way there. No, not 1/4 of the way there. I'm not even a quarter of the way there yet. Not at all. It's gonna be a long journey. Oh, you mean with the coaster? Guess you meant with the coaster, yeah. I got 20, but here's 5. Thank you so much, Lyric, for donating $5. And yeah, you want to hear Mario then, I guess. Okay, let me do my my best Mario. How do you do Mario? What does Mario say? It's like it's a me Mario or something. That wasn't it. Don't worry. Um, hold on. Let me get the mic a little bit away. Something like it's a me Mario. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. You happy? Okay. Let's not do that again now. That was so embarrassing, but I love it. You know. According to okay. Chris Pratt was a great Mario, and I will die on that hill. I love the Mario movie. It was amazing. One of my best screenings in a while, actually. I don't go to the cinema that often anymore. I don't like where this connector is, actually. I think it's a little bit odd to have it on this piece right here. So I think I'm gonna put it like here, something like that. According to Christmas. See you, Shane. Thank you so much for tuning in a little bit. That definitely wasn't worth $5. Well, sorry, no refunds, first of all. And second of all, Chris Pratt got paid better for doing this. So, okay, you know. Well, Ouija would suit my side. You know, it's something a little bit weird because I'm part Waluigi, but also I have the belly of Wario. So that's a little weird. I look like Humpty Dumpty now, but I wanted to start exercising again once I stop Camtasso Park. Not stop, finish Camtasso Park. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be something that will be nice for my health because since I started YouTube back in July 2024, I did not exercise one bit, and I've stopped going to parks as well. So I stopped walking altogether, and yeah, it's terrible. Like, do sports, kids. Really, do sports. Would I sing Frozen for another €5? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Which song? Which song? I know a few. I know. Oh, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! No, the center of the map. No, oh, that's trash, actually. And I don't have my marker like I have on Camtasso Park. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. I don't even know if I've ever talked to you guys about this, but on console we have a big bug where the center axis, the actual axis of the maps, we can't turn things on that axis, and that's weird. Like, that's so weird. Like, for example, I tried to turn it a little bit here, nothing happens, and it's been going on since Planet Coaster 1, and it still goes on in Planet Coaster 2, and it's a little, like, annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, you can counter it, but that's like my biggest annoyance with the game at the moment. And still was it already was in Planet Coaster 1. Do I have the platinum for Planco 2? No, and I will never get it. It's much like Planet Coaster 1. I had like 4,400 hours on it, and I never ever completed the game, and I never intended to because I don't want to play the stupid carrier mode. You know, the carrier. I don't know. I've never said that word out loud before. It's weird. But yeah, I'll never play that mode. I don't care about it, like, at all whatsoever. It's not my thing, you know. I'm more into the diorama. Oh, it's really annoying, that bug. Good thing is I know it's only on this side, so hopefully it won't affect the rest of the coaster. Not quite sure actually, but we'll see as we continue working on that coaster. It's gonna be really annoying if that's the case though. Might have to move back the coaster to another map. Because see, for example, this is like not straight whatsoever. Career, yeah. Oh, career, thank you. That's actually way better. You're a dialect coach. That's awesome. Am I an actor? No, I'm definitely not. There was a time in my life where I wanted to be an actor. Okay, yeah, so that's better. So that's definitely like this. I'm showing you with my hand, but you guys can't see my hand. But basically, on the right side here of the project, this is where we won't be able to rotate things. I might move the coaster ever so slightly just so that we don't get another issue with that. But yeah. Hey, what giraffe? Welcome back to the stream. If I pay for your PC, will you sing the whole Frozen soundtrack in an Elsa dress? Well, the problem is, actually, I was thinking about that while I was talking about the whatever I was talking about before. I already forgotten. But the issue is, I'm gonna have some copyright issues on the stream, and I don't want that. Fun fact: I don't know if you remember episode 3 of Camtaso Park with the Mexican Pueblo. But essentially, I got copyright striked on the little song that I did because it's I thought it was something from a video game, Call of Duty actually, Call of Duty Zombies, but and the actual voice on top is from Call of Duty, but the song is in fact a something from a guy. I don't remember his name, but I think the name of the song is One Man and His Horse, something like that. And then Call of Duty took that that music and used it as a jingle for Mule Kick, which is really interesting. But it meant that every bit of money that I got thanks to that video, and this video is the one that performed the best in Camtaso Park. Is see you, Lyric. Thank you so much for tuning in for a little bit. Is unfortunate because the amount of revenue that I had to share with this video is like disgusting. And it's crazy how many lawyers there are to just get every penny out of what is essentially just a cover. And thank goodness I did a cover, by the way. Thank goodness I had to sing in that video, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to split the revenue with the guys that owned that song. So yeah, that sucked. It is what it is. Ah, see, but there's the problem here. I have the spine now. What do I do? Yeah, copyright it is what it is, as someone who's very into art, I get why it's there. I like that it's there, in fact. It's not bad that it's there, but I'm still very annoyed at how YouTube handles copyrights. Copyright. I don't think it was a strike, actually. I think it was a warning and claimed. There you go. That's the word. It was claimed, which means the video can still exist. It's not that bad, but still, I had to share the revenue anyway. No, never. I will never be able to use Radiohead songs at all. No. In fact, the only reason why I'm able to use the game's soundtrack in the videos, or any other game's soundtrack. I know I used Outer Wilds in the past. I used some Cyberpunk. Weirdly enough, some from theme parks as well, from the Phantasialand and Baldur's Gate 3 as well. That's because there's this little bit of a morally gray area where the copyright holder allows people to, use the music, because if you play the game and how to put it, there's that music playing in the background, like for example Easy Breezy is playing in the background at the moment, and this means that if you're playing the game, they don't want you to be copyright stricken, claimed, whatever. Copyright stricken? Copyright struck. There we go. I don't know my English anymore. I'm French, by the way. Did you know? So yeah, it's a little morally gray area that I like to take advantage of. It's not really fair, I guess, but at my level, it works. Lyric, thank you so much for the $5 again. Here's to beat your record. All right, now I'm leaving. I'm gonna put you 2 likes on the donations. There you go. Thank you so much, Lyric. And bon courage, as we say, for your work. 2 out of 4 halfway until you're dressed up. If you donate like 20 euros, it's gonna cost me much more to actually buy a Mario costume, so you'll only get the impression, which is a crappy impression, let's be honest. But what's that? Hold on. Is there not a fair use rule? There sort of is, but some copyright holders are DICKs, and it's always like a surprise, essentially. Like, you might use something at some point, and I think the weirdest one I got was when I was doing some Let's Plays back in the first year of the channel in 2022, I believe. I had a weird Russian copyright holder claiming my video because there was a classical music from, I don't even remember, like 100 years ago or something like that. And yeah, that was weird, but I couldn't do anything at the time because it wasn't a cover or anything. So, when this sort of stuff happens, you're just like, okay, yeah, sure, okay, claim my video, it's fine, it's my work, but sure. I mean, it wasn't much work at the time, it was only a Let's Play, but still, it sucks. It always sucks when your video is claimed. Then again, at the time, I wasn't monetizing anything at all, so I guess it didn't matter. It was good that I wasn't struck with a copyright strike. Claims are much more allowing, essentially. That's the passive income people talk about. Yeah. Yeah, it unfortunately is, yes. Oh, I don't like what I've done. I'm a bit weirded out by the connectors, in the sense that I don't know if Mac does does it on the track-to-track connector, or if it, I assume they don't, but maybe they do. Hold on. Actually, let's look at Bluefire for a second. Bluefire. Just want to see how this one works. Pictures. No, I don't want a video. There it is. Yeah, so no, it's definitely not on the track-to-track connector. So we should avoid that. That sucks, because that's literally what I've been doing for the whole time. I think for this portion of track with the spine, I think I'm gonna leave it, just because it makes more sense, you know, to have it end in a connector like this. But for those, I'm gonna have to redo everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I'm not the most productive, especially when I'm talking. Alright, this one is fine. Wait. There you go. And it deselected literally everything. I swear. Sometimes playing on console, I tell myself, oh well, when you'll be building something on the PC, it's gonna be much more straightforward. It's totally fine, Aerotech. Have fun. Boo, boo, boo. There we go, and it's gonna be much straighter now as well. It's not the most amazing thing, I feel like. And actually, I was having this debate with myself that I didn't know if you guys would rather that I, because, you know, while I'm talking to the stream, I might as well ask you guys. What if we, instead of doing, you know, a side project like this, during the streams, I mean, what if we actually worked on the parks, you know, so not Camtasia Park, because Camtasia Park is about to be done anyway, and I've done my work, my share of work on Camtasia Park for the day so far. Then again, if, I don't know, we're at, what, 10 euros, $10 at this point of donations. If we get to 25, I might show you, like last week, where I'm at with Camtasia Park. Because I've done a lot of progress since last week. Well, a lot of progress in my opinion, at the very least. Okay. What was I saying? Yes, but the point is, I don't remember exactly who, but someone asked in, I believe it was Breeze, but I'm not sure, if I would work on the parks. And this is something that I could do with the next park, because it's gonna release on a much more, if it's done, it releases, you know, the episode, and so it might be a good call to actually do the parks during the streams, because I feel like otherwise it's gonna be real slow, this project that we're doing with Velocity here. I don't really know what I would do with Velocity though, if that would be the case. But yeah, what is your guys' opinion on that? Alright, and one last one here. We're getting there. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about my process at all, but basically what I do when I'm custom supporting everything, and it's already looking way nicer with the actual Mac supports. But what I usually do is do the connectors first, then do the beams, and then what are those called? The flanges? Not actual. Actually, maybe I'll hold off on the flanges yet because I want to do the whole water feature around the ride first, so that I'm sure where I can place the footers and then where I can place the flanges. So yeah, that might be something that we may do something like that instead. Yen, what are your tips on building car parks? I'm the worst at building car parks, so okay, let me do something real quick just to avoid the angle here. There we go. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm messing it up. No. Okay, let's do this again. There we go. Now I should be able to place it decently. Yes. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I'm not someone who usually does car parks, so I've only done 2 car parks at the moment. It's the first one that I did was for Little Lost City and Planet Coaster 1. This is probably the biggest, actually not the biggest car park that I've done yet, no. But it was a fully concrete car park, and the reason why I did one on Lola City... Oh yeah, actually I did 3 then, with Marvelous Realms. Thank you so much, Furist. I'd totally forgotten that there was a car park on Marvelous Realms, but you're right. And what was I saying? Yes, that one, Little Lost City, was easier because we had the concrete terrain paint, so that meant less pieces. Whereas now we would have to use either plaster, I guess, plaster pieces that are painted black, or like the Rolling Stones. Hell yeah! But yeah, now you would have to use either that or a concrete path, which is not ideal for the percentage. So that's why I haven't really done a car park yet in Planet Coaster 1. And also because I don't really enjoy car parks, to be fair. It's much better for realistic parks, but fortunately the next park is going to be a really realistic park, a very, very realistic park. And it has a car park, but it's a bit of a different car park. So it's really going to be interesting to show you guys that in a few weeks, actually, because I only have to do the third update for that episode, and of course to finish Camtasia Park first. So that's going to be very, very exciting. But yeah, that wasn't your question. Your question was how to... What was it, actually? What are your tips on building car parks? First of all, make sure that your roads are one way, essentially. Like, make sure that the road system works. Make sure that it makes sense as well. That pedestrians can get to their car and to the theme park safely. Then make sure you have rows that are either numbered or classified with letters, you know what I mean? And what else? Ticket booths as well for the entrance, I guess, of the car park with the little, I don't know, is it called a barrier in English? I'm not sure. But yeah, that. I'm back. What's happening? We've done 50 meters. Could be a small park, like on the scenario maps, like you're on right now. So it doesn't trade. I already have the park ready to just. Well, actually, it's right here. It's right here. I've blocked off the saves just so that you guys couldn't see. But yeah, you have every single Contessa Park save. We have Barnstormer, the tutorial builds, the tiny rocket builds. This is gonna be, I found a use for that that we're gonna talk about pretty soon. This was for a cancelled contest idea. Maybe we'll bring it back in the future. We'll see. But Camp Tassel Park episode 3, episode 2, and episode 1. And episode 4, episode 5. Megamind is gonna be not something that I put on the channel, but it's a family spinning coaster that has been requested by Paul Demude, the guy who did the Tiny Yans. So to thank him, that was kind of a deal, really. He made the Tiny Yans and I make the Megamind coaster. And then the actual Contessa Park saves that are up to date. But yeah, anyway. So many things to catch up, sorry. Your Marvelous Realms car park was good. It was fun. It was fun because we had like very different cars in Marvelous Realms that people were asking for. In the end, I think I worked more on the cars that people were requesting in the comments than Marvelous Realms in itself, and it kind of was what I didn't like about the original the second version actually of Marvelous Realms, and why I abandoned it as well, because Planet Coaster 2 was coming in hot, and I didn't want to commit to anything too big. Still a shame, because that steampunk area was really great, but who knows, maybe you'll see some steampunk real soon. Hello, me and my friends are all making our own theme parks in a theme park chain. Each of our parks is in a place in the USA. I'm building mine in Santa Fe, themed to Spanish colonialism. That's great. That's awesome. And it's really nice to be able... Well, first of all, welcome to the stream, actually, because this is a name I don't recognize. But yeah, it's a really nice project. I really like that, and especially the fact that you can have fun with friends. I already placed that piece, right? Yeah, I have. Okay. Yeah, no, it's really awesome. I love the idea and the concept behind what you guys are making. It's really nice. Okay, what was the shape of the original? Sorry, I just need to... Oh, actually, the original loop, well, the half loop was absolutely not as wide. I definitely got better at making some coasters in between. Like, actually, it's been almost a year now that I think about it since the original Velocity, which was crazy. I love that video. The mic sucked. The music was good, but the frame rate, I remember sometimes YouTube, when you upload a video, for some reason the frame rate will not follow, and you have an ugly 30 FPS video that wasn't intended for 30 FPS. That's what happened with episode 3 of Contessa Park, actually. If you look at Contessa Park episode 3 compared to the rest of the series, it has a far lower frame rate than the rest of the series. I think it was also the case with what was it called? Tiny Rockets. The video on Tiny Rockets, the first video of 2025. So yeah. Hey Dadapo, nice seeing you in the stream. And yeah, parking lots, I guess they're fun, I find them fun, but there's a time to do them, and there's a time not to, if that makes any sense. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood for parking lots, but sometimes I need a very mechanical, turn off my brain activity in Blanco, in between, very creative building or coaster making, or whatever, and that's when, in my opinion at least, the what's it called, the the car park making is far more interesting to me. But yeah, there's a time for everything in Blanco anyway. The key is just not forcing yourself to do things that you're not willing to do. And putting them on the back burner. But then again, you know, you'll have to do them someday, so you might as well. But maybe if there are other things that you can do in your park, then yeah, probably focus on that more. I'm trying not to have this little... Yeah, something like that. And now something like this. It's horrible. I've never done it before, but like custom supporting on console and well, on console. Not that I know the experience on PC really, but I assume it would be far more easier because you can have much more precise movements and everything. But on stream, that's what I mean. Is very stressful because you have to be aware of everything, everywhere, all at once. So I think what we'll do during this stream is not only the connectors, but also the beams, and then we'll stop, and maybe we'll do the rest in the next episode. I'm saying that like it's an episode. In the next stream, sorry. It's next Wednesday. We'll see. I feel like we could work on this until the new series is out, and then once the new series, the first episode is out, I guess we can work on that instead. New series is gonna be amazing, by the way. Sorry, I don't have the chat anymore. In the Discord, can we have a car park channel? No. You can talk about your car parks in the campfire chat or the media channel if you have pictures, but you know it's easy as that. Working on a very time-consuming park, which is steampunk mainstream, Mack multi-launch coaster with 2 inversions, in a pirate area called Seafin Cove. It's cool. It sounds cool. Holy moly, console Planet Coaster looks like a lot more time-consuming compared to PC edition. Though it does look easier to get more accurate placement with a slower, more precise movement. Yeah, you're not wrong, but also, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, this is also a reason why I want to go on PC. Like, that's another motivator for me. I really want to build, like, way faster than that. And I feel like, you know, always having to do precise movements at some point is just so annoying. Like, really, really annoying. Especially with, you know, when you have angle snap and you're doing something that's relatively, how do I put it? I hate that. When I when I don't know the word in French or in English, but I know what it means. When you it's not regular. I don't know. It's you know, it's not on a 45 by 45 by 45 by 45 or whatever. It's not regular. You know what I mean? I guess you do. It'll have to do anyway. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like this is easy on console. It's the precise stuff. I feel like it's gonna be much easier on PC, much faster, not easier, than on console. But yeah, I guess seeing console gameplay compared to yeah, regular interval. Thank you so much, Ziav. But yeah, no, that's what was I saying? Damn it, I don't remember. I'm just gonna go do a bit of a bathroom break. So everyone, if anyone new joins, tell them I'm in the bathroom, okay? And yeah, I'll see you in a minute, okay? I see you all. I see what everyone says. And no, I will not dress up as Elsa. I'm sorry. For no amounts of money, just because I'm scared of copyright issues. Because if I dress up as Elsa, first of all, that's probably because you guys want to hear me sing some Frozen songs, which I know a few of them. I know more from the second film than the first film. I don't really have an affinity with the first film compared to the second film. I have great fond memories of the second one, and I watched it in the cinemas as well. Whereas the first one, I was a teenager, and so I was like, oh, this is not manly enough for me, so I didn't watch it at all. But when the second one came out, I was doing cinema studies, and oh no, oh that's fine. And I watched pretty much anything I could, and I remember I really liked the second one. Actually, I found it more mature, if that's if you can find a film more mature. Are you French? Yes, I am. I am totally French. I know, shocking. This is why I struggle finding some words. It's fine though. It's totally fine. Alright, do the overbanked. Doing some progress. In fact, if we still have time, when we're done with the beams and everything, I might do some more. I don't know. It will depend on my energy because I've had a pretty tiring day. But yeah, if I'm streaming like weekly anyway, it's fine if I do some shorter streams because all streams don't have to be 4 hours long anyway. This coaster's name is Velocity. It's a coaster that I've done in July last year in Planet Coaster 1, and I'm remaking it for Planet Coaster 2. In fact, I should have put the link to the original video in the description, but yeah, you can find all the other info about the coaster in the description and why this project is the way it is. Oh, this one has 8. This one is a longer track piece. And yes, it will be on the workshop when it will be done, but this is like in a while. It will be in a while. And let's keep the chat in English if possible, please. This is an English-speaking channel, not a French channel. I've made that clear years ago, and I don't want to go back to French because my community is English-speaking. So let's have everyone understand one another, okay? You're welcome to stay though, don't worry. If you speak English. In the chat, that is. Oh yeah, I remember you guys like when I sing the hum, more like the tunes from Planet Coaster. No habla español. Actually, it's no hablo español, because hablo is like the first person. I'm back. Did I miss anything? You've missed about 50 meters, I would say. Something like this. We'll just learn French. Well, good luck with that. If I were an English speaking person, like if it were my mother tongue, I don't think I'd bother learning any other language because English is such a well recognized and well spoken um, language throughout the world that it's just, you know, I hear numbers are a bit of a headache. Oh, with French. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a headache, it's funny. And if you don't like the French way of oh, the bin lorry is outside. That's really nice. Ruined my stream. Thank you. But yeah, what was I saying? Yes, the numbers. If you don't like the French way of saying them, like it's to say 80, we say 420, and it's weird, right? Or to say 90, we say 42010. It's weird. It's weird AF. Yeah, I know. But if you don't like that way of speaking and want something that's a little more like the what's it called? The English way of saying numbers, you can always go for the Belgian way of saying those, and then you have basically 90 is something that sounds like 90. It's 90. 80 is 80, I think. And uh, 70. Oh yeah, 70. We say it like 60-10. So that and in Belgian French, it's 70, which is great. I love Belgian French. I remember the first time I got Corvus in Wallaby, Belgium. We had to go through guest services because I was too tall to ride Conda. It was a whole thing. They didn't let me on Conda for a whole day, and what was I saying? Yes, and the guy, obviously a French Belgian guy. You know what I mean? French speaking Belgian. That's more like it. Was having a conversation with me, and he said something, I don't know. Oh yeah, because my height is 195, so he said 1 m 95, and yeah, that was really funny because I automatically like switched to Belgian French, and it's yeah, it was a funny moment in my mind, at least. It's not really funny, actually. Why am I just telling you this? It's crazy. It's also very weird to switch from French to English to Belgian French. But it's fun. It has its fun sides. Also, while we're here together, what do you guys think this will be? It's called Belleflore, and it's obviously a French park. But what do you guys think this will be with those 4 thumbnails for those saves? This is gonna be fun. I don't know if some of you have seen it. If some of you are members, you might have scrolled down the members feed to see that. And by the way, feel free to become a member with the link in the description to see those, and also the latest updates with Camtasia Park. Literally what I've done today. It's really nice. It helps me try to earn a living with YouTube. It's hard, but hey, we're getting there slowly but surely. And it's also just really nice to have like a few people that support me that are really, really close to what I do. It really helps mentally and emotionally to have you guys be some of you guys be members and be really um, into what I do essentially. And that's great. So mind you, I'm placing a lot of flanges during the lower sections, but that's because like those parts are heavily intense. Like I think this part pulls 4G, this one as well. This one might be just free, but it's still pretty intense. So yeah, you want to support those parts. That's why I'm putting a lot of flanges in some places. But yeah, so the park. Let's see what you guys have said. Belfleur sounds a bit like a classical park in my head. I imagine Dutch royal gardens, lots of greenery, classical buildings, lots of round roofs. Really nice idea. I really, really like where your head's at, Hendrik. Really, really like that. Brice is saying Persian style with a cafe, maybe, like Café de Flore. Sure, yeah, why not? Okay. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not Paris. I want to keep Paris for a massive project on PC, but it's gonna be a special kind of Paris, and it's gonna be the main area of a massive PC park one day. That's what it's gonna be. Is it something to do with or similar to Bumbleglade? Um, Somewhat, yeah. Actually, yeah. It's somewhat similar, for sure, yeah. I mean, Belle Flore literally means beautiful flora in French. The name is inspired by Bellewaerde, but it's it's actually a spin on the zoo that I made about a year ago that was called Belle Faune, which means beautiful fauna. And so, yeah, it's hopefully it's not going to be a cancelled series. I don't think it's going to be, uh, but um, but yeah, it's basically like beautiful flora. That's what the park is called. Your ex's name is Flora. I'm so sorry. You know this meme where that guy says he has a board with the number of days written on it since he hasn't thought about his ex-girlfriend and everything, and and then it's like 60065 and it writes down boobs and he's like, oh no, I gotta start all over again. It kind of feels like this is what you're telling me, Hendrik, so I'm so sorry, but just for that moment alone, it's worth it. Is boobs a bad word? Can I say boobs on YouTube? I don't know. I've said boobs in my videos now. Hi, Kebab! Welcome to the stream. I know you like me saying, welcome to the stream, Kebab. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. This is a weird one. Heyo! Repeat it a few more times, then we'll surely find out. Boobs, 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 boobs. That's hard to say, actually. Have you guys ever tried? Let's do a challenge right here. Like, let's try, everyone at home, let's try all saying boobs like the most amount of times until we fail. Stream banned reason boobs. I think boobs is fine. I've said like real bad words before in in the past, but only once. So you might be right. You might be right. Is this plan go to? Yes, yes, and welcome, Coasterama. I'm so sorry. I'm really weird this evening. I'm saying some weird stuff. Um, yeah, where was I? Okay, so this is done. This sign. Hey, Fog. Nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Turns into a boots and cats rhythm for me. Kind of sounds like you want to lure a cat to you. I mean, not that kind of cat, but sure. Oh goodness me. I'm 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 bad. I'm a bad person. I hope this is entertaining at the very least. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, and W Rees. You're literally the first person to tell me I have W Riz because like I have zero Riz. In fact, I haven't pulled off any female in ages. Like I haven't had a date. Oh, to be fair, okay, let's have a Yan BK stream moment right here and talk about dating for a second. But dating in our day and age sucks balls, and I'm allowed to say balls because balls it could be like baseballs. You know what I mean? It sucks balls, man. It's crazy, and yeah, it like dating sucks so bad because you know when you're on dating apps, yeah, it's gonna be a weird Yan BK stream moment. So like, feel free to just like not listen to whatever I'm saying right now. But yeah, it's like so weird. You meet a stranger online, which I've done like plenty of times before, especially you know technically everyone that is here in the stream chat, sorry, tonight is someone that I've met online. But the thing that I mean is that you're trying to riz up, to use riz again, riz up someone online, and it's the weirdest like courting process ever. So this is something that I hate because it doesn't feel natural to me. And then on top of that, if you're lucky, you'll meet the person, and it's so uncomfortable because you may have had some chemistry, because usually when you meet someone, you have some chemistry, right? And it's just not there on the day you meet during the first date or whatever. And it's like the weirdest thing ever. Weirdest thing ever. I hate dating. I mean, technically, you can say sucks balls in my server as well. Have I shown any females my parks? Yes. In fact, since I think... Hold on, let me think a little bit. Not to get too much into my personal life, you know, but someone that I thought I would be dating became a friend, and it was really nice because she was a lot into theme parks, and she's really nice. In fact, she's been on the channel before. It's Clem from the first Wallaby vlog on the channel, and I've shown her a few of my parks, yeah, because she's into parks and everything, and you know she's really she had a lot of the same interests as me, and so that's why we had a lot of chemistry at first, and then we ended up just being friends, which is totally fine. You know, sometimes it's better to be friends than trying to pursue something romantic and forcing something that is not natural. Yeah, I'm totally like giving you guys dating advice tonight. What the hell is this stream? But yeah, so the whole point is I stopped dating like a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it's I'm just disgusted, you know. Really, really disgusted. My Riz level, wits level 2. What the hell are you on about? No, but I can kind of see your point since so many post themselves on the internet, the standards have risen so much. Yeah, it's the main character syndrome, right? It's it's more, especially on dating apps, like you fall for someone that, oh, I haven't placed this. Hold on, let me focus a little bit so I can place this piece and move on. But you know, in a way, it's kind of did yeah, that's kind of what it is. The dating apps are kind of like digital marketing, but for yourself. So in a way, it's just not natural, you know. If you ask your parents how they met, for example, it's just it wasn't there at the time, sure, but it was something much more either romantic or more natural, you know. It's just a relationship that makes sense. I almost did the same thing that I did with the connector, but it's fine. We're moving on right now. I'm gonna stay another 5 minutes on that connector. You'll see. So, so yeah, and they are delusional for sure. But it's easy to be delusional on those dating apps because you're just trying to attract people and you're just not being yourself. And that's what I hated in the end about the dating apps. Like, oh no, actually, something worse happened last time I tried to download a dating app again. So the first time I really stopped for a long time dating was because of that. You know, the delusional side and the digital marketing, fake me, fake profile, made up profile, more like idealized actually profile thing. And then I went back to them. I think it was a couple years ago, and the horrible thing that happened while I was gone was that the OnlyFans model started taking over those apps, and so literally everyone I was matching was on OnlyFans, which was so weird. Like literally, the second you say hi to someone, oh yeah, here's my OnlyFans, go buy an OnlyFans subscription or whatever. I don't know. I've never been on OnlyFans. I don't know how this works. But yeah, it's so weird. Like it's absolutely weird as hell. Especially because you're here, you're just trying to date, you're just trying to find someone to love and share love with, and loving moments, share moments with, you know, share a bit of your life with. And it's just disgusting that some people are using that for money, essentially. Bro, I rejoined after 1 hour and the first thing I hear is OnlyFans. Yeah, welcome back to the stream, Keegan. This is how we roll. We're talking about dating in general. The first subject started with boobs, yeah. Welcome back, buckle in. OnlyFans will be the downfall of social media? No, it was way sooner than that. It was TikTok, man. TikTok started the downfall of social media. Twitter it could be argued that Twitter was the start of that. The golden days of social media was Vine. Who remembers Vine? Who's old enough to remember Vine? Like Vine was so golden. And really talented people were on Vine. Okay, let me just check my reference picture. Let's see. So the last connector I have is about here. It's a little weird. I guess it should be here. It's on like 90 degrees surface. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Let's check back the chat. Dating platforms are more profitable when user retention is higher than when successful couples are formed. For sure. And that's perverse, like that's the perversion of it. You're so miserable when you've spent a lot of time on those apps that you're just ready to spend, like, I don't know, a lot to find love, and in the end you just don't find love. Spend not only money, right, the a lot of time and effort as well. It's a lot of energy dating, having a dating life and everything, and money as well, because technically you're spending money on those dates. If you're going to a restaurant, if you're going to a bar, that's another reason why I don't date anymore. It's because I'm pretty broke. Don't talk about coasters to females, please. Don't work, I've tried. Oh, right, that's where. Okay. Wow, I'm way back. Last year I dated a girl from university studying in economics. She was absolutely arrogant and so degenerate and over the top and just not a nice person. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I was watching a video essay on intrusive identification of things, including dating apps and the death of the third space today, actually. So this conversation is a fun epilogue to that. Yeah, for sure. But I call the stream dating advice with Yan. For sure. For sure. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind on the chat. Never used it since it all got posted to YouTube. I guess. I don't know. Oh, funny thing, I met my girlfriend at Untamed because she's a colleague and we both happen to work on it. Ooh. I have a big imagination, Keegan, and I like what you just said. She isn't as big as a coaster fan as I am, but of a coaster fan as I am, though. Not yet, at least. Well, time will tell. Someday, maybe. What new themes would I love to see in the game? Um, that's a good question, actually. I wouldn't, because I'm currently building something kind of steampunk, and I feel like we have good enough pieces that we can do that, right? Between the some of the Western pieces and the aquatic pieces. Like if you put the two together, it makes for really nice steampunk things. But I feel like something steampunk would be nice. Although if they bring back the vintage pack, uh, I feel like would be all right. Would be all right. We could do pretty much anything. So what would I like to see? Let's continue with the mythology. Maybe something like an Egyptian theme. What else? Um, I really don't know actually. I feel like, especially if they bring back some of the really old DLC themes, I feel like would be set for literally anything. We could do literally anything already in the game. But I feel like DLCs are, I don't know. Oh, maybe like an African theme. That'd be nice. I don't think I'd ever use it, but that would be nice. Uh, yeah, no, I'm drawing a blank here. I've no idea, no idea whatsoever. Dinosaurs would be good. Yeah. Okay, let me catch up on the chat again. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm currently building a Mack Launch coaster as well. Should it be single launch or multi-launch? It's highly themed, but I find I'm better at theming and building with shorter rides. What do you think? I don't know. It depends on if it's gonna be in a park or what's the idea behind the project really. The the real reason why this one was short, why Velocity was short, is because I set a challenge. Oh, Flastar, I didn't know you were here. Hi, Flastar. Welcome back to the stream, man. Um, what was I saying? Yes, that I wanted to build a 1,500 foot long coaster essentially, and that's the coaster I came up with, and now I'm remaking it. It's not 1,500 foot long anymore, but you know it's the thought that counts, and yeah, no, I like shorter stuff, but if you need to have a coaster that has capacity, I definitely think that two launches would be better. And something that's really interesting with two launches, in fact, I'm not even sure that I've done a coaster with two launch. I've done four launches before, but I remember when I was doing Convergence in Parc Ciel Bleu like 3 years ago, guys. Um, what I did was have four very distinct parts, and and with a multi-launch coaster, that's the best thing you can do essentially. It's have a, I don't know, more airtime focused first part, and then you have a more inversion focused second part or something like that. You know what I mean? It's obviously it's yours to decide, but to me the two of them are the two options are very interesting at the very least. Yeah. Uh, hey Cam Cam, welcome to the stream. So sorry, I'm so behind on the chat that I'm only seeing that you guys have joined. Actually, I think an Egypt theme is realistic. We have no desert map at the moment. Yeah, sure. Maybe a theme for like simple European buildings. Well, if you bring back the World's Fair theme, that would be an option. Yeah, as Flatstar says, technically you can build basically everything already with the pieces that we have in the game. That's for sure. And as he says, uh, more scenery pieces are just to make things easier, essentially. Because now, for example, if you want to do, I don't know, a very well detailed facade, you hold on. Let me check back my reference pic. Okay, so it's gonna be here. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a weird one to place. But yeah, especially on console, it takes a lot of pieces to do some themes. Like for example, Flavstar, what you're doing at the moment with Paris, which is well, not Paris, the French section really. I seem to remember it's more of a French than Paris section, even though the main like hub of the area is more Parisian. Um, it's what was I saying? Yeah, it's something that you can pull off on PC because you can use a lot of pieces. But I bet that if you were to run that on a PS5, where first of all you would not be able to run it because the complexity meter would not allow it, and even though it's a virtual limit, we talked about that in the last stream. You guys are up to date on that. Um, but the point is, yeah, I don't know that the amount of pieces you have in there and with the rides and everything, I don't know that it would work. You know, I feel like if it's around 45,000 pieces and it has a few rides, it might not work at all. Right, then we have a connector here. I should have taken reference pictures of velocity this afternoon before the stream so I could easily check. But I only have like one one thumbnail to work with, which is so sad. So the it's steampunk like Hyperspace Mountain and Stardust Racer. Sorry, plural. It will have an indoor queue and will be in a park. I really want to do single launch, but double seems more correct. I feel like if it's gonna be in a park, it's definitely gonna be a major ride. You know, like I don't know, Velocicoaster, Blue Flyer, Stardust Racers. Actually, you said that Space Mountain as well, and yeah. So I feel like at least two launches would be a good call because you would have better capacity with more trains going around the layout at once. Like I can picture it being three trains up or something, if not more, if you're able to put an onload and an offload station. Where was I? Yeah, here. What about something prehistoric or Welcome to Hollywood theme? I feel like a Welcome to Hollywood theme would just essentially be the studio's theme, right? So maybe not that. If that is, if they bring it back, you know, the studio's theme. And but the prehistoric theme, I think, is a good possibility. Like, you know, dinosaurs and mammoths and everything. Yeah, I think there would be a cool thing that they could pull off. I'm so behind. So sorry, everyone. Hi, Marilyn. Nice to see you again. Are we working on a new project? Not exactly. It's actually quite an old project. This is a project from July of last year, but that's one I did in Planet Coaster 1, and it was only on console at the time. And the idea is to remake that project into this Planet Coaster 2 updated version, a remake literally, um, of that coaster so that everyone can download it and see what it was about and everything. I just I just like putting it up to date because it's one of my most well-known projects on the channel. I think at the time, well, actually, we could check. Let's check. I don't really know. Let's see. So, and it's gonna be the occasion for me to give you the link as well, Marilyn. Yeah, it's at 18,000 views at the moment. That video. There you go, Marilyn. If you want to check it out, it's right here. Yeah, console is a whole other thing. I can't imagine how you pull everything off like you do it already, man. Well, I've been doing it for 3 years, and I'm insane. That's how that's how I pull it off. Um, yeah, no, it's maddening. It's definitely maddening, and it's more frustrating than it is satisfying. I'm gonna be honest with you, but there's also a satisfaction have to be able to pull off what everyone thinks is impossible on console, at least, and that's what I like, uh, and what I will miss once I move over to PC is how everyone thinks it's crazy that I can pull off everything that I'm able to pull off on console. When I remember when the I think it was episode 4 of Camtasia Park premiered, sorry, a few weeks ago, and people were like, "What? You've been able to do this on console and on Planet Coaster even?" And people were really like not only supportive but like in awe of the actual thing, which is the nicest feeling ever when you blow someone's mind with what you've done and what you've worked so hard on. Yeah, it's an undescribable feeling. Yeah, for sure. So in a way, that's what I'll miss on PC. Being able to do things like I am on console. I'll still be able to work on great things on PC. That's not what I'm saying. It's I just won't have the impressive factor, the optimization factor in a sense, to be able to do complex stuff on console. But yeah, that's a conversation we'll have in a few months, a few years. I don't know. Hopefully not a few years. A few months would be nice. An oriental theme. I know we can do it already, but easier, especially on console if we yeah, for sure. In fact, if that's why that would be nice to have the World's Fair theme back. Well, actually, all of the old DLC theme back from Planet Coaster 1. We'd have, so the World's Fair DLC had some Oriental pieces, some Middle Eastern pieces. Actually, no, it wasn't Middle Eastern. It was more Moroccan, wasn't it? We had American pieces, we had French pieces, we had Italian pieces, Spanish pieces. What else? That sort of stuff. German pieces as well, yeah. How could I forget? So that would be exciting. Chinese as well, yes. Yes, indeed. In fact, I use those if you guys haven't watched that series yet. It's a great series of the past for me, almost 2 years ago. It's called Serene Gardens, and that's where I used the World's Fair theme. Sorry, I burped. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. I used the theme to make a Japanese garden, essentially, to Serene Gardens, and that was great. Well, that was great. It was a nightmare to plan, and especially because I'm not really familiar with that type of architecture, but the uniqueness of it was really, really cool. I really, really liked that. I feel like, okay, in this later half of the layout, actually, can I see that? No, I cannot because it's blocked by palm trees, damn it. Can I? Yes, so I did have a support here. Okay, my bad. Such an intense coaster after all. That makes sense. But it feels overkill. Let's check the forces. And you're gonna see the coaster run a little bit. It's gonna be more entertaining than me placing coaster supports and talking about, I don't know, dating advice and boobs. And OnlyFans and everything. And people who just joined the stream are like, what? What did he say? But yeah, no, it's we were talking about dating and all, and how people on dating apps were basically selling their OnlyFans now and not actually looking for dating. Okay. Yeah, don't think I don't think a support is necessary here, so I'm not going to put one. Hey, welcome back to Pilots. Pretty sure you will reach such a high level of building once you have a PC that people would still ask. To be honest, yeah, this is something I was actually telling myself earlier today while I was continuing. You know, I'm literally finishing Camtasia Park these days, and I was doing something with a screen, but obviously we're very limited with what we can do with screens on console. I still pulled something really cool off. If you remember, you can see that Flefstar. But the point is, I want to use some screens to use screens the way some parks do. You know, do actual screen-based scenes in dark rides, for example. And the way I would do that is film made up sets, you know, that and scenes that I make in advance, then completely delete it, just have the video footage and put it in the ride. And I feel like that's something that people haven't done yet, or at least I'm not aware. And that would take a lot of time, but I feel like that's a little piece of genius I could bring to the PC community. I feel like people are just not using custom media to their full advantage at this point. And in fact, every time I see custom media, it's like some stupid AI stuff that looks really out of place in a Planko park. I'm not into that at all. Like everything, if I use custom media, it will obviously be handmade. Like I want it to be handmade. But yeah, we'll see. We're not there yet. We still have to buy that damn PC. Were there many pieces in the World's Fair theme? I don't think so. No, don't think so. Is the fantasy theme perfect for a medieval Terran-like theming? Actually, no. I would say the Viking theme is best for a Terran thing. So you can already do it in the game at this point. Right. Yeah, it's gonna be better. I feel like this one being unsupported is totally logical. In fact, I didn't even look at the. You know what? Let's just continue doing the supports that way, and check the G-forces at the end to see if there are some connectors that I can remove. Just because it's already been almost 2 hours since I started the stream, and I want to get a move on. Playing Blanco 2 while listening to Yan talk about boobs, it's the best. To be fair, it's not. I wasn't really talking about boobs. The reason I talked about boobs is because I was talking about that one meme where the guy wasn't thinking about his girlfriend for 60,065 days, and then the 60,065 days rides boobs, and so he's like, "Oh damn it, gotta start over again." That's why I mentioned the boobs earlier. I've said boobs a lot this stream. This is weird. I'm all here for it, and I hope you guys are too. But yeah, it's a Yan BK stream. What did you expect? I feel like streams are much better when we joke around and say weird stuff anyway. I remember the first stream that I ever did, we were talking about toilets or something. It was really fun. In fact, during one stream we made the toilets for the aquatic themed section of Comtasso Park. So that's fun. Right, so this would be airtime, I believe. Let me check the forces, but I think it's... Yes, airtime, so the next one is going to be here. Swiss Creations is amazing. I wish he came back for Planet Coaster 2. I don't know Swiss Creations. I'm so sorry. Marilyn says, as a person that owns a set of my own, they're not good for the back. I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah. I used to have a girlfriend, you know. I used to be with someone like a long time ago, way before I went back to Planet Coaster in 2022. But it's I remember she used to say that to me. Yeah. Obviously, this is not a talk I would have with my mom or my friends, but I remember my girlfriend saying that kind of stuff to me. So, yeah. Why am I saying that? This is weird. So sorry if this is like so weird. Because we're really into weird territory tonight. It's really funny. But hey, it is the way I am. If you met me in real life, I would be exactly the same. Just as weird. I really hope that I can meet some of you in real life at some point, like during a meetup or something like that. Especially like long time channel friends, like I don't know, Brice for example, or Flefstar as well. That'd be nice. Community meetup when I have money to do a community meetup. Believe me, I've heard worse. Yeah, but you didn't say that it was good. You didn't say that it was good, so maybe it was still bad. Anyway, let's just move on from the boobs, please. Your wife hates Planko. I don't think she hates Planko. I think she hates that you spend time on Planko. This is not the same. But I give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know the situation. But that may be what happens. Computer first, then the trips, for sure, Marilyn. I don't want to brag, but I have a wife and she likes my Planko areas. Yeah, that's the kind of partner I want to have at some point in my life. That'd be nice, you know. I I see myself being with somebody at some point, you know. I always have. I've always been like really a really romantic person and really also idealistic in a sense, I guess. So that's why my dating life is like it sucks, but I still have this hope that one day I do find quote unquote the one, and that I can do uh, build a lot of stuff in my life with that person, whoever that will be. We're getting into real personal stuff tonight, but that's nice. This is also why I do those streams, you know, and I've spoken about like really personal subjects before during the streams, but this is why I do that. It's just to get to know one another better, in a way. One another, actually, each other, one another. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'm pretty sure that was the correct way to say that. And it's not that I'm picky, by the way, about my partners. Well, it's just like when you're on the dating app and someone just tries to sell you their OnlyFans, you're pretty sure that it's not gonna be the one, right? That's like my BS meter going crazy. But yeah, I still find it crazy that it's not that I'm shaming those people. You know, they do what they want with their lives. It's just that when I'm on the dating app and I'm clearly saying in, I don't know, my bio or anything what I expect and what I want out of this dating app, and that this someone is so disrespectful as to show me their OnlyFans and say, okay, buy my subscription. I just like I find it really disrespectful. That's why we were talking about OnlyFans earlier as well. So yeah, almost done with the track connectors. It's a really weird coaster with those track connectors, really, because it's very regular, right? Tell them they have to subscribe to yours. No, not the YouTube channel, but it's like subscribe to the channel supporters. You know what I mean? Like that's what I should reply to them. Actually, that would be like so insane. Like literally just you want me to buy your OnlyFans? Okay, get 2 months of the channel subscription or whatever, channel supporter subscription. Yeah, that'd be a fun way to reply to that. Obviously, this is not something I do anymore because I just don't have the time nor the money nor the energy to have a dating life. But it's That would have been something fun to reply at the time. Yeah. I like when they're playing the music in the background. It's really nice. He says like he has an orchestra behind him. It's just so quiet when it well goes quiet. Sounds like they're trying to make money, not a relationship. Exactly, right? You're you're just here to make a you're an honest person trying to build something, and they're just trying to build something else, I guess. I guess we can say that for sure. And I guess from a marketing standpoint and the business model of it all, I guess for an OnlyFans model or whatever, I guess it makes sense to be on a dating app because you get a lot of really down in the dumps people, and they kind of prey on that. I realize, and it's sad, but it is what it is. And it's kind of disgusting as well. Yeah, to build a clientele. Yeah, exactly. But oh, it is what it is. The big um, important thing is that I didn't fall into their traps. Don't worry, Flash Star, it's totally fine. And don't worry, it's absolutely fine because you always tune in for a little bit, and it's always really nice to see you, man. So yeah, have a great night, man. And whatever you do, whether you're going to sleep or whether you're I don't know, going out, something like that, just have fun, or I don't know, good night. Have a good night. That's what I mean to say. Why am I always so awkward at doing outros? It's not really an outro. Well, this was Flash Star's outro. I'm starting to think about the format of the next series on the channel after Camtasia Park, since Camtasia Park is almost done. And of course, after Camtasia Park, I will go straight to the next park because I only have to finish the um, third update of that episode, as you can see in my saves here. And I'm really gonna shake up the format of the episodes because the oh, hold on, I gotta say goodbye to someone else. Jeno says, I'm also having to go. It was fun building my steampunk area and working on fabric. Oh my goodness, this is Dutch. I don't speak Dutch, but on the fabric. Let's call it the fabric. But yeah, see you, Jano. And thank you for tuning in. What was I saying? Yes, the format. The format is going to be a lot more live commentary focused, I believe. I'm going to bring back some form of live commentary, but also having the more cinematic approach in some places while I just waffle on, because it's just not really, well, I was about to say it's just not really interesting to hear someone waffle on for minutes and minutes and minutes, but that's literally what you guys are doing right now. But then again, I don't think you're watching the stream, right? You're listening to the stream. don't worry, that's exactly what I do with some streams, or I don't know. Something that I do is watch Critical Role, which is a Dungeons and Dragons, or even like TTRPG. Not not TT. I just realized what I said. I'm so sorry. Tabletop RPG. There you go. I'm so sorry. I'm obsessed with boobs tonight. What is going on? But yeah, I put them on the background while I'm building, and it's just the greatest stuff ever. And it's really nice. It's a bunch of voice actors that I really like as well. A few of them are in Marvel Rivals, and some of them are just legendary, and some of them are just lovely. And I really like the project of that channel and that team of people. They're really great, and so yeah, all that to say, I do that as well. Yep, that happened. There we go. Let's do it again and be focused this time. But yeah, all that to say, I'm going to bring back some form of live commentary, but not quite. Like, I think I'm gonna write bullet points, that I have to tackle during the live commentary so that I'm faster and everything. It's gonna be better. Let me check some reference pictures. Yeah, no, it's definitely like what I'm doing right here. Okay. Good. But I'm really excited about this new series, to be honest. It's going to go back to my roots as a creator. Doing a French park, more nature-based and more realism-focused. And that's why I want to have a less cinematic approach. To be fair, the reason why I continued working with the cinematic approach in Camtasia Park is just to have the cohesion of the series still going on after, throughout all the series really. Even though some assets like the subscribe button, for example, has evolved over the series, and now it's a proper like YanBK exclusive subscribe button. Same with the like button and everything. It's really nice. I really like the palette and the design of it all that I've chosen. The white with the green, dark green outlines and shadows. It's really nice. I really like that. But all that to say, that's why I didn't change the format in the middle of the series for Camtasia Park. I really wanted to finish that really cinematic approach. I'm back. You're still on stream? Yes, I am. I'm not even done. What time is it? It's 10:05. Okay. But yeah, all that to say, it's gonna be exciting. I don't know where it will lead me, but I'm really excited. Hey, Broccoli! Hey, nice to see you, man. No, we're not at 100 members yet. We've had 2 donations, to $5 from Lyric earlier in the stream before he left, and yeah, but we don't have more members yet. I think not, at the very least. Let me check real quick on YouTube Studio. No, we do not. We do not. What are you gonna dinner? I think your question is more, when am I gonna eat dinner? I've already eaten dinner. When I stream, I always eat way earlier than I usually do. Even though it's not that earlier now that I think about it. But I just have to make sure that everything is done. Still at 91 members. No, we are at 90 actually. Like, exactly 90. So we have a support here. I feel like another support here would be nice. We are at 91? It's not what it's saying on my, How do you know, actually? Does it say on the membership thing? It doesn't. Not on my end, actually. View all. How do you see that, actually, Broccoli? Or it might be something on PC if you're watching on PC. Hey, On Track Studios, welcome to the stream. You're a huge fan of Camtasso Park? That's great. I'm working on finishing Camtasso Park on the last area, and as I was saying earlier in the stream, I think there's a possibility that the last episode might come out not this Sunday, but the Sunday after that. We'll see, right? I won't commit to that just yet, but there's a good possibility that this happens. Yes. Right. So that was our last track connector. Now, the one thing that I want to do, we're so far away from done, aren't we? Sorry. I don't want it to end. Don't worry. If once Camtasso Park ends, there's gonna be like 1 or 2 weeks after, there's going to be a new series that starts, so don't worry about that. And it's going to be a really exciting series as well. We are at 91. I swear that it's not saying 91 on my screen. It's saying 90. Oh, 91 actually. Here's a new one. Like literally right now that just got added. Oh. It's just because you gifted a membership. Oh, you got me. You got me. But mate, thank you so much again to I'm so sorry. I wasn't watching the chat. I was watching YouTube Studios. That's why. Wake up. I'm awake. I'm I'm awake. No, I'm awake is a correct thing to say in English, right? What am I saying? Oh my goodness. Anyway, what was I about to say? Yeah, thank you so much, Broccoli. Thank you so much. I totally missed that, but thank you so much. Right, so let's save our progress so far. There we go. And you know what I would love to see? I would love to see a gifted membership that ends up going to Marilyn, because Marilyn has been very, very active during the 2 live streams that we did like last week and this one today. And I would just absolutely love to see her get one at some point, if she's lucky enough to be drawn. Is this a remaster or a remake of the coaster? It's more going to be a remake. The reason is we don't have the same pieces in Blank Coaster 2. So the pieces are going to be very different. Probably the architecture as well. And it's also the location is very different. So there's not going to be a plaza, well, not a plaza. There's not going to be pathing surrounding the whole project. Like this part of the project will be more open towards the sea right here. So that's going to be interesting. So it's more a remake, really. Oh, there we go. Well, Wonky Builder wanted a membership. Well, there you go. There you go. Thanks to Brees for gifting a membership to Wonky Builder, which is really, really nice because he literally just said that he wanted a membership. It's a really nice coincidence. Thank you so much, Breeze. And yes, I was saying that Marilyn, it would be nice if she had a membership as well, because she was very very active during the last two streams, including this one, obviously. So yeah, I would love for her to get some membership if she's lucky enough to. Oh my goodness, Icarus! Icarus sends a bomb. Icarus, you went too close to the sun, mate. Let's roll some dice. Jesus. And unfortunately, not for Marilyn, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Alex got some. DJ Katie Killer, Yoris, Stuntman, Yoltz, Seraphin Cataras, AJ, Hammerhar, and C Miles KC, Daniel Coasters have gotten memberships thanks to Icarus. Thank you so much, Icarus. And yes, exactly, Broccoli. We crossed over 100 now, thanks to Icarus. Goodness, I'm gonna have to update Camtasso Park now. Oh yes, actually. And Icarus, welcome to the channel supporters as well. While you're at it, might as well. Thank you so much. Oh, you're starting to give me the giggles, guys. Come on. We can't have another stream like the other one where you gifted like 47, I think it was, memberships. That was like crazy. Crazy. But since you guys are being really, really nice, I really want to show you something really, really nice before we go on with velocity and do the beams of the supports, or at least part of it. I think it's gonna be a shorter stream because I don't have a lot of energy tonight. But since you guys are here and since you guys are being extra nice again, and Hendrik sends 5 memberships again. Damn. It's crazy. Crazy. So Zevkev got one, Blues Edit, Greg G. Becky got one. Been a while since I heard about Becky. Totally not you as well. So yeah, this is Camtasso Park, and the one thing that I wanted to show you. So last time we did a full tour of what I had done, and now I'm of course building Camtasso City. So basically the entrance area, and we have a few new things. So we have this Lost and Found building that I haven't shown the members yet, actually. This was going to be a surprise during the what's it called? The actual episode, or even when you download the park. And the one thing that I wanted to show you is the Dreamkeepers, which are every single channel supporter that we had before you madmen gifted so many memberships again. But yeah, I'm gonna have to add like 17, 18 of you guys, and it's gonna be really great. And of course the 5,840 subscribers who allow me to keep on dreaming. Thank you. Now don't worry, Marilyn. You're not supposed to do anything. Not supposed to do anything at all. It's just like luck of the draw, essentially, when someone gives a membership, that you might be picked to get a membership, essentially. That's something that I would love for you to get, because you've been really supportive over the past few streams. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy because I didn't realize that it was kind of luck of the draw and not really focusing on people that were in the chat. So that's a bit odd. And then we have the Oswald and Eugene. So for those of you who have played Planet Coaster Console Edition, you might know who Oswald and Eugene are. They're the people with the original complexity meter. And so here I put console terror on top of complexity meter. This is like really, really funny, but I just wanted to have that reference here, just in case like Frontier are looking at everything, maybe. Then we have the Chief Beef, which is a police station with a helicopter right here. Really, really nice with the I don't know, no, we can't really see it well. With the CBPD, so the Chief Beef Police District. It's really, really nice. I really like that. And then we have the menu with a little shout out to my one of my moderators, Shane Turner, with the Shane Burger, which is the vegetarian burger. Then you have a plain classic cheeseburger, and the firefighter burger, which is the spicy burger. Close up of the Healy. There you go. Yeah, it's made out of basic shapes because I thought that since it's far away, you're just not going to see it very well, right? So that's why I did it so weirdly. It's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, we don't have any helicopter yet. And then the inside is, oh my god, it's loud. So yeah, that's another bug I found with the screens. Essentially, when they're on mute, but you have a few of the same screen going on at the same time, one of them will be on mute, but the other ones won't be on mute. Actually, none of them are on mute. There we go. So, let's start over, now that we can hear ourselves. So yes, this is kind of a Burger King inspired police district, which is like a weird thing to say that I never thought I would ever say in my life before. But yeah, that's scared. It's a setting now that I haven't seen somewhere. Fog. If you click on the what's it called? The gifted membership, I feel like you can know if the setting is turned on or not. Anyway, back to the police station for Chief Beef. So what we have here is the classic, you know, preparing ready, and the first ready one was the 1608 because the NBK 1608, obviously, and then you have the other numbers that are here. You're never gonna see a 1608, or at least I don't think so. Maybe in a Burger King actually. And then here you have those things to keep the food heated, and then you have the soda dispenser here. Really, really nice. Some trays as well. Order here, which is really nice. The brofficers, which are my mods in the server and in the channel as well, but in the channel they can't have that role. Wait, what? Broccoli, come on, why are you leaving? You're literally dropping the gifted sub bomb and just leaving. It's like the gifted sub torpedo or something. It's crazy. But yeah, thank you so much again, Broccoli, for being so generous. And have a good night, man. And Zev Kev, hi. Yeah, that was let's see. That was Hendrik. Hendrik gave you the gifted membership, Zevkev. So if anyone, you must thank Hendrik. Yeah, that's the second you got on the channel. I remember you were a member before, thanks to a gifted membership. So that's really nice to see you again, and to have to add you in there as well. Broccoli out! How many pieces does 1% take in the console complexity meter? It's not like a set thing, you know. It depends on what piece you put essentially. So it's no amount of piece is gonna lead to 1%. You know, it depending on the different pieces, it might be a different amount, is what I'm saying. So there's no answer for that question, essentially. Then we have this classic background wallpaper thing for... I don't know. it's kind of supposed to be a blackboard with clues, you know, for a crime investigation, but it's food instead, and you have like various ingredients to make burgers and fries and sauces as well, condiments, sorry, jalapenos as well, and in the end it's like equals burger. It's really nice. And then you have the I really like this, the evidence disposal, which is just the bin. It's really, really nice. And what else? Yes, the interrogation room is on the other side, and so you can sit there. It's really fun. In an ideal world, I would have had a screen here with a made-up interrogation room or something. That would have been nice. And then you have this wallpaper again, and the trays are here as well, so you can leave your tray. It's really, really nice, actually. You know, using the basic shape to make a thin sort of table next to the bin. It's really, really cool. We also have power outlets. Actually, I forgot to put power outlets in the Gulpy factory over there. We're going to go there. We also have that beautiful, beautiful garden that is really taking shape thanks to those buildings. I really, really love the vibe of this area because it really welcomes you to the what's it called? The vibe of the park, really. And I'm really, really love this so much. You're going to need more gifted memberships to make a screen like that. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. But I don't think I have much more room on... Oh, actually, I kind of do. So feel free to give some more, I guess. But yeah, I'll already have to add like 17 new or 18 new members in to that list here, to the channel supporters, and also update the subscriber count because I think it has gone up like 5 since I last updated this. And then the last addition is the Gulpy factory right here. So this is a bit of a weird one. If you're a member, by the way, you can see that already. You can see progress updates like almost daily. Jason! Stop, man! Up to mischief, are you? Goodness me. So welcome Tuesday, welcome Evan, welcome Theme Park Gamer, welcome UK Frills, welcome Freddy, welcome Random Guy, welcome Feisty, welcome Enkis, welcome Rai, that's nice, and welcome Royals to the what's it called? Oh no, the channel supporters, there you go. This is actually crazy. Still no 10 pilots. Actually, maybe you should shake either your gifted memberships, I don't know what's it called, settings, I guess, or if they're available in your region. But anyway. Yes, the Gulpy factory is a bit of a weird one, as I explained in the member posts. Essentially, at first it was a greenhouse, then it wasn't a greenhouse, and... I can't disable, like, I can't disable people from getting memberships. Hey miss! Welcome to the stream! Nice to see you. Yeah, you can wait for the videos, it's fine. I don't know where the membership settings are. I'm so sorry. It's not the membership settings. I think it's more the gift something. Like receive gifts, I seem to remember from a long time ago. But anyway, yes. So that's what I was talking about with the screen here. So essentially, this is like Gulpy is in the control room upstairs, and it's really really funny. And that's kind of what I want to do with custom media in the future. You know, make my own scenes in the game and have them play with you know, a cinematic or something like that, but use the screens more effectively than what the PC players are already doing. You know, I feel like they're not using custom media to their full extent, and once I get to PC, that's something I want to do, but always by hand. Always by hand. Never AI. FAI. Of the idea. OMG, I love it. I love that effect on the screen. Poor Gulpy is drowning in the soda. Yeah, for sure. And of course, yeah, the song is the Fantastic Flume Factory, I think. Hey, John T, nice seeing you here. Yeah, and you're getting some exclusive footage as well, John T, because people have been extra generous again, again and again and again, and so I thought I should show them my progress of Camtasia Park. The last episode is going to be all that, and it's really nice. New sub goal until Geekism is a member. That would be crazy. That would be an honor actually to have Geekism in those this list right here. This list, that'd be nice. Oh, you guys are crazy. Just don't do it. There's already been like way too many gifted memberships for what is reasonable. But anyway, yeah, we have some really funny drinks like the T-Rex soda and the Raptor Energy, which are absolutely references to the RMC T-Rex and the RMC Raptor. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have an RMC Pterodactyl, which is a flying coaster or an inverted coaster by RMC. Who knows, maybe one day. But we have the Pterodiced Tea, which is a fun play on words here. And on the sides here, we have the Banana Blaster, the Manga Muncher, sorry, Muncher. I was German for a second here. The Lychee Launcher, and the Kiwi Cruncher. And essentially the idea is that Gulpy, to me, in my headcanon, is a bunch of what's it called? Tropical drinks, essentially. And yeah, it's wait, what? Oh my goodness, John T. Well, thank you so much, man. It's actually such an honor to have you as a channel supporter, and it's really really nice. Like, I don't have the words right now. I'm a bit stunned by this, but yeah, as Miss is saying in the chat, thank you so much for supporting me. It's like, wow. Like, people, I feel like, especially since I started saying that I wanted to go on PC in the videos, people have been so nice to me and so supportive, and everyone is really trying to help as much as they can, whether it is like with gifting memberships, becoming a member, or even just, you know, watching the video, interacting with the videos, because that also helps as well. And yeah, I just like have to thank you, every single one of you, like every single one of you, and that's why you guys are, again, that's why you guys are dream keepers. Like, you're keeping my dream alive by supporting my work in many, many ways. And I really couldn't ask for a better community. It's it's truly a dream come true, and well, thanks to you guys, you allow me to keep on dreaming. That's what I've written. But yeah, anyway, going back to Gulpy. Welcome to the PC Club, dude. Not just yet. Not just yet. Someday, but not just yet. This is the goal with the memberships and all the money I make for YouTube. Someday, it will be enough to get a PC, and that day I will be on the PC Club, in the PC Club. Sorry. You're gonna need a bigger Dreamkeeper floor. Yeah, I think that that may be a possibility, especially if you guys are like, you guys are oh my goodness, it's especially like Hendrik, Jason, and Broccoli. You three are like up to mischief every single stream, and I cannot keep up. But anyway, let's go back to the dinosaur and the dinosaur. What am I saying? To Gulpy. It is dinosaurs. So dinosaurs only. And here, yeah, you can have like a little pun. Recycle, save the dinosaurs. It's just it's a terrible pun. It's a really terrible pun. But yeah, I really like those booths right here. I really like what they've done with those booths. I'm not even sure that the guests will be able to use them just because they're not linked to a restaurant. But they look nice, and that's all I need. That's really all I need. And what I like is seeing the... Oh, smoke is blowing inside the building. I might need to remove that smoke effect because of that. But what I love about this view is this, you know, seeing the Dreamweaver, as I call it. I know it's literally the Kronos from Epic Universe, but I called it the Dreamweaver in my oh my god, Fog! I'm not saying a bad word. I'm not saying a bad word. I'm saying the guy's name, and his name is Fog. But Fog, mate, thank you so much to become a channel supporter. It's at least me feeling bad about it. Oh yeah, right, because Broccoli was trying to get you a gifted membership. Yeah, at this point, Hendrik, the outro is just like gonna be a that sort of cinema outro, like rolling down and everything. It's gonna be better, if anything, because it's gonna have movement during my end screens. So I guess that's cool. It's just like 100 and I don't know how many names at this point. So it's gonna be a while to write these all. But yeah. Oh, and also a little Easter egg. So far, I think the park is going to release on the 8th of June 2025. So that's the significance behind those numbers right here. And yeah, so that's the idea behind this this date here. So I think I'm pretty confident if I keep up that pace that it might be a possibility. At this point, the only things that I have to do is... So tomorrow I will do the toilet here with the portal to Pueblo de Saguaro Guitaro. Probably the fountain show as well, if I have the time. If not, it's gonna be in on Friday morning. Then on Friday afternoon, I think I'm gonna do... Yeah, with that music. I love that music. Moo Moo Milkshake is probably one of the best musics in the game. But then it's gonna be the Cosmic Cow Spaceport. Then we'll have the portal to near Midgard, and here is gonna be, I think, the gift shop. I really wanted to have an actual like big main gift shop of the park, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do the interior with the amount of percentage that I have left. Unfortunately, you know, complexity meter and all. We're already at 91%, which is way lower than I thought I would be at right now. So, but I think just to keep things safe, and just because I have to add the guests and the staff that also take a lot of percentage, I really want to add at least the facade for the gift shop, and maybe I will have some of the interior done as well. We'll see. We'll honestly see. I'm keeping this as a possibility. I'm just not sure. But yeah, so that's the fun fact. This structure right here, this little monument, was supposed to fit all of the members at the time, and I think that wouldn't have been a possibility with all the members that we have now. It's crazy. If you guys keep going like this weekly, literally everyone on the channel is gonna be a member at some point. Like all 5,840-ish members, subscribers are gonna be members. It's gonna be crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, so that's where I'm at so far with Camtasso Park. I want to go back to Velocity, and I think we'll end the stream right there. It's almost 3 hours. I'm already very tired. No, not weekly. My boss doesn't pay me enough. Yeah, fair enough. Mine doesn't pay enough either, and I'm my own boss. New goal: can Yen reach 6K before the end of Camtasso? I think it's gonna be hard. I think the last episode might get us there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the until we get to the last until we get to the last episode, I don't think we'll reach 6K. We might reach 5,900, but 6K is definitely gonna be helped by the last video in hopefully 2 weeks. We'll see. Anyway, last thing I want to do for this stream, and then we'll end the stream, is just check the G-forces, make sure that the connectors that we've set up for the next stream are well placed. So let's see. Let's test this thing. Okay. So far so good. This is gonna go into the negatives. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yes it is, actually. I feel like, No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It really is like the apex of a real Immelman, but like this one is not inverting, right? Let me just check right here if this connector is actually important or not, because this one is a bit problematic, and I remember I didn't like the support structure I did on the original here. And no, we can get rid of this one. Okay, great. That way we will only have this one here. And then once it go more into the positives, I mean, yeah, it's already gone into free. Then we need a connector here and here. Yeah, John T is saying tough ass Miss Barbare, and not because of Yen, just because Planet Coaster 2 isn't getting many new eyes at the moment. He's hoping that these next few updates might help. And I totally agree. Like, between... I don't remember if I was saying that to you guys earlier in the stream or not, but I definitely said that to someone at some point today, is that when we got early access and we released the video in early access, obviously it did a lot of views, and then I feel like once people started getting their hands on Planet Coaster 2, they really stopped watching Planet Coaster 2. Maybe because they didn't like the game, they thought it was in a rough shape, something like that. Many reasons that I fortunately did not relate to. I've always liked the game in some capacity. I did think it had problem at the beginning, obviously, but I've always been mostly positive. To talk in Steam reviews form, I've always been mostly positive towards the game, and now I'm even more enthusiastic with the game. And now that most of the things that I didn't like are fixed, the new content is great, and hopefully we're starting I won't say a renaissance, but like a redemption arc coming over the next few months and the second half of the year. You know what I mean? Especially now that all the original themes, base themes of Planet Coaster are going to be in the game starting June. I don't think we have a release date, do we? I think I might have missed the release date for update 6. Is it 6? Yes, it's 6. You hope people start to look at Planet Coaster 2 the way they look at No Man's Sky. I hope it's not going to be as drastic, but in the sense I get what you mean. Okay, nothing yet. Guessing late June, yeah. It's definitely going to be June because it's called the June update, right? But yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, where was I? Okay, so this is fine. This is weirdly like quite low. Okay, this is high. And then crests here, airtime. Back into positives. Here a little bit of normal forces, okay. So sorry if this is like weird sounds for you. And then here, do the Ardabanked Hyperia zero G winder thingy. Okay. It's pretty positive. Little bit of, I wouldn't say airtime, but like, no, it's not airtime. What am I saying? Okay. And airtime here, great. And lots of positives. Okay, good. This is how I make coasters, by the way. And then the rise into the brakes. Yeah, okay. The connectors were mostly placed very well. The only one that we've removed is this one here because it's almost in the negatives. And I feel like if we already have this one supporting, this one is just overkill. And I seem to remember when I was doing when I did the original actually because it wasn't during a live stream. People were saying that some of my supports were overkill, and in some way I did agree with that. But the one I had there was definitely overkill. Yes, the one on the zero G drifter was definitely overkill as well. Oh, Andrink, you're leaving. No. No, it's fine. Well, Hendrik, thank you so much for being absolutely generous tonight. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have you in the chat. And I'll see you in the Discord, I guess. But not tonight. Have a good night, man. And guys, I think just because Cam is requesting this, I think it's a good idea. I'm just gonna place the maybe not. Yeah, no. We just know we have to replace the thing, with the middle of the map glitch that we have on console and everything. It's totally fine, but we'll just do the supports and that'll be it. Or maybe I'll just rework the terrain and make sure that the ride is not on the path of that glitch. But that's fine. Anyway, point is, let's save this. Good, good. And let's have a POV of what we have of velocity so far. And voila! The classic Yen BK and voila. Yeah, no, it's really nice. I feel like it's a tad faster towards the end than the original, but I feel like it's also because the way Planet Coaster handles coaster physics is Planet Coaster 2, sorry, handles coaster physics is a little bit different and a little bit more realistic. There's no friction settings applied. It's like base friction. So yeah, no, it works really well. Really, really well. I really, really like that coaster. It's still a really, really solid coaster, especially because I've really, again, it's a remake, and I've redone some of the elements, especially the ejection drifter and this non-inverting Immelman is also a little bit wider. I think this inversion is a bit shorter as well. And then the rest is mostly similar. Yeah, it's really nice. Really, really like this. Hope you guys like it too as well. The end ground screenshot that is spoiler proof. Yeah. Yeah, just so you know what Miss is talking about. This is gonna be the park after Camtasso Park, and I've already done the first two updates. I'm yet to finish the episode with the third update because I still have a massive structure to build for that third update. But it's gonna be really amazing. If you've been gifted a membership or if you've become a member with during this stream, you can go down the feed of every single members only posts that I've done in the past, and you'll see some progress updates from Bellefleur, which is the next park. It's going to be a French park, as you can tell with the name. It means beautiful flora, and it's really exciting. I'm really, really excited to go back to my roots and do a French park. It's going to be in the French language as well, which is going to be fun. And yeah, but otherwise, guys, I think this is it for this stream. I think we've had a really wonderful time uh, doing the the connectors for it's. I'm absolutely not productive when I'm on stream. You guys know this. This is why I'm also scared to do park streams. You know what I mean? I mostly like touring stuff and everything, but sometimes you just have to build stuff. And yeah, I still have a lot of fun during the streams. I mostly do those because I get to chat with you guys, and literally we were talking about boobs and dating and OnlyFans earlier, which is like crazy to think about. But yeah, this is where tonight has led us, And but that was fun, you know. That was always fun. And regardless, I'm so bad at doing those live commentary intros. But yeah, what is it that I say now in the videos? I think it's something. This has been Yan. You've been awesome, and and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think it's something like that. So, yes, I'm gonna do something completely different. Um, Thank you very, very much to everyone who tunes in during the streams. It's always very, very much appreciated because this is like my lifeline, you know, my emotional lifeline to be able to chat on in live manner with you guys, and also because you guys are being extremely generous with every single stream. It's mental to me. And so for that, thank you so so much. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your time, for the laughs as well, because it's thanks to you guys that we're able to laugh that much. And I love you guys very very much. And is it Wednesday yet? Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for this stream.